Have you ever felt like you're just not the right person for the job? Like God is calling you to do something, but all you can see are your own weaknesses? Well, you're in good company. Today, we're diving into Exodus chapter 4, where Moses, standing before the burning bush, tries to talk God out of his own plan. So, God has just commissioned Moses to lead Israel out of Egypt. And Moses' first response is basically, "What if they don't believe me?" He's worried the Israelites will say, "The Lord never appeared to him." It's a very human reaction, filled with doubt and insecurity. But God, in His grace, doesn't scold Moses. Instead, He asks a simple question. "What is that in your hand?" Moses replies, "A staff." It's just an ordinary shepherd's staff, something he's held 1,000 times. God tells him, "Throw it on the ground." Moses obeys, and instantly, the staff transforms into a slithering serpent. Moses jumps back, terrified. Then God gives an even stranger command. "Reach out your hand and take it by the tail." Now, grabbing a snake by the tail is the worst way to handle it. But Moses trusts God. The moment he touches it, the serpent turns back into a staff in his hand. God explains this is the first sign, proof that the God of their fathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, has truly appeared to him. But God isn't finished. He gives Moses a second sign. "Put your hand inside your cloak." Moses does. And when he pulls it out, his hand is leprous, white as snow. It's a horrifying sight, a symbol of uncleanness and death. Then God says, "Put your hand back into your cloak." He does, and when he pulls it out again, it's completely restored, as healthy as the rest of his skin. God says if they don't believe the first sign, maybe this second one will convince them. And if not, there's a third. Moses will take water from the Nile, pour it on dry land, and it will turn to blood. You'd think these incredible signs would be enough, right? But Moses isn't convinced. He brings up another excuse. "Pardon your servant, Lord. I have never been eloquent. I am slow of speech and tongue." He's basically saying, "God, I'm a terrible public speaker. You've got the wrong guy." God's response is powerful. He asks, who gave human beings their mouths? Who makes them deaf or mute? Who gives them sight or makes them blind? Is it not I, the Lord? Now go. I will help you speak and will teach you what to say. God isn't looking for ability. He's looking for availability. He promises to equip Moses for the task he has given him. Even after all this, Moses makes one last, desperate plea. "Pardon your servant, Lord. Please send someone else." This is where God's patience wears thin. The Bible says, the Lord's anger burned against Moses. But even in his anger, God provides a solution. He tells Moses about his brother Aaron, who is a gifted speaker and is already on his way to meet him. God sets up a divine partnership. Moses will be like God to Aaron, telling him the words to say, and Aaron will be Moses' mouthpiece to the people. God assures them, "I will be with both of you." So, Moses finally agrees. He returns to his father-in-law Jethro, gets his blessing, and sets out for Egypt with his wife and sons. Along the way, a very strange and serious event occurs. God confronts Moses, seemingly ready to end his life. Why? Because Moses hadn't circumcised his son, failing to keep the covenant. His wife, Zipporah, acts quickly. She performs the rite and touches Moses' feet with the proof, calling him a bridegroom of blood. God's anger is turned away. This intense moment shows just how seriously God takes obedience, especially from his chosen leaders. As promised, Aaron meets Moses at the mountain of God. Moses tells him everything, and they go together to the elders of Israel. Aaron speaks the words God gave Moses and performs the signs. And what happens? The people believe. When they hear that the Lord is concerned for them and has seen their misery, they bow down and worship. After 400 years of silence, hope is finally dawning for Israel. What an incredible chapter. It shows us that God can use anyone, regardless of their excuses or weaknesses. He doesn't call the qualified. He qualifies the called. If you're feeling inadequate today, remember Moses. Remember that God's power is made perfect in our weakness. Thanks for watching. If this story encouraged you, please like, share, and subscribe for more. See you next time.